What's up, y'all? Back with another video, man. Back with another video. The first few days of the week, at Chipotle was pretty good. I like Chipotle. I like how organized they are and how they keep your hygiene up. You can't look dirty. And I like how they keep your fit clean. You can't wear wrinkled pants, wrinkled shirts. I like that. I like all that. So first week of Chipotle was pretty good. And now I'm just waiting for my next schedule. But yeah, what I want to talk to y'all about like how I came up and how I made it through struggles and how it made me the person I am today. So it all started back in New York. I was 5 years old when I left there, 5 or 6 years old. Now I moved to Atlanta, Georgia. I lived in, sorry y'all, I had a little stuffy nose today, so I'm not sick or anything, but a little stuffy. But yeah, so I moved to Atlanta. I stayed there for like 2 years. I was in elementary still. It was hard. I was living in a shelter there. But then we got an apartment. We stayed with that time. It was a lot of stuff going on, and it ruined my mental a lot. And I had to keep my trust in God. A lot, and when I got tired of people picking on me in school, because people were always picking me in school, like I wore smelly clothes to school. I didn't smell good. It was just bad. It was bad all over. So it was just me going to school and expecting a better day. That's when I was living in the shelter. After that, I was living in an apartment. And, some bad other stuff happened there. And then I had eventually moved from Atlanta to Florida. I was still elementary. I think I was like in third grade, I believe. I think it was second grade, yeah. I went to Fern Creek in Orlando, Florida. Whoever is watching me from Orlando, Florida, y'all know where Fern Creek is. I went there my first grade, second year, one of those years. But I was living in a shelter when we first came here, and my little brother was getting born and stuff like that. But yeah, I was living in a shelter, and it was like one big room with, my family members in there. It was so much on me. It wasn't really so much on me because I was young. I didn't really know any better. But it was so much on me when I went to school though. And it was just the same old things. And I was wondering what I was gonna, what's gonna happen. We gonna get an apartment, we get a house. After we moved from the shelter, 2 years later, then we moved to the Kissimmee area. Like Poinciana. I was thinking about it because, Kissimmee, Poinciana's a little further, I think. Yeah, Poinciana's a little further. But yeah, we moved to the Poinciana Kissimmee area. I don't remember, but I'm gonna say both of those. And we had got a house, and I was going to, I forgot what school it was, but it was elementary school. And I liked it there. It was cool and everything. I loved it. Christmas is always good. Thanksgiving was always good. My cousins would always come over for Thanksgiving, and we would just have fun, man. We had fun and vibe, and we had some good memories there. Fast forward, we had left from there, and I think we had moved to another apartment, and the landlord was a cop. And I was going to a different elementary school at first. After that, I was going to Pinwheels, a charter school, and it was really different for me because I couldn't learn a lot. I couldn't learn because of what happened. I don't remember why I couldn't learn. A lot of things happened, man, that really made me not really focus in school when I was in third grade. I was in third grade at the time. And I think it was 2013, 2014. Third grade. Yeah, 2013. No, it was 2012, 2011. 2011, 2012, yeah. I was in third grade, and yeah, I mean, I have failed. Actually, the principal that passed me, I actually didn't know a lot of things from the test. I did, but I barely passed. So she just, went ahead and passed me. So I passed third grade. But the principal passed me. So there was a lot of stuff there. And then when I went to the fourth grade, we moved to Altamont Springs. Now, Altamont was a big game changer for me, because that's when going to school was more beneficial. But before I get to Altamont, we're going to fast forward back. So after we lived in that apartment in Kissimmee in the Poinciana area, I went to Orlando Rescue Mission. The Orlando Rescue Mission serves people food, and has a little kid area. And I was living there for like a year or two, and it was fun. We was on one room. It was cool and stuff, but it was just, it's not the life you want to live, like living in shelters. I was in shelters most of my younger years, even when I was in high school too, but I'm gonna get to that. So when I got to middle school, that's when I went to Altamont. I went to Melwee Middle School. It's in Altamont, and we lived in an apartment. I remember because I had a little girlfriend at the time too. I liked it, so it was different. It was really different. And my mom, she was with us. My dad wasn't in our lives at the time, and she was paying all the rent and paying the bills for the car and stuff like that. And it was a toll on her, and we had eventually left, and we had to stay with my cousins, and left and went to Tampa. And when we went to Tampa, we went to another shelter called it's a shelter in Tampa. It's called, I forgot what it's called, but it's like for families, and you eat and have a gym there for people. I forgot what you call it, but we had lived there for a few months. And a few years. So it was like, oh, someone just got in a car crash, man. Oh my gosh. Yeah, somebody just got in a car crash. Oh. Somebody's got in a car crash. Oh. I don't know. Somebody's got in a car crash. Oh my gosh. Are they okay? Anyways, God help them. But yeah, I was actually, after we had left Altamont, Tampa and stuff like that, we lived in the shelter. I was still in middle school at the time, and I had skipped 7th grade, y'all. I didn't go to 7th grade in middle school. So I basically had 2 years in middle school, y'all. I had 2 years in middle school, and I skipped those 2 years, man. So 7th grade wasn't even a thought of. They passed me then. Well, they didn't pass me. I was just too smart. I was too smart for the 7th grade. And that's when we moved to North Carolina. Charlotte, North Carolina was when I was in 8th grade. And that's when we was in the Salvation Army. I was split up from my parents. I was living in the boys' dorm. The boys' dorm is basically all the teenagers when they're teens live in there, and this a grown up that's in the head of them, the head, and it watches. I wake up, I was sleeping on the bunk bed, I was sleeping on top. Get up, brush my teeth, wash my face, take a shower, do all that good stuff. you know, it was good. It was good. It was just, it was kind of hard because when I had to go to lunch, when I had to go to dinner, it was, you know, you finally get to meet your family, you know, at lunchtime. So I go down there. When we had to leave, I still was hanging out with my family. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like I had to stay in the dorms with them like the whole time, but they can come check on me and stuff like that. But yeah, it was hard. I remember I used to help this old lady out in the lunchroom, and me and my friend would wake up early in the morning at 5 a.m. and I'll help her. I do the dining room. I'll put the chairs up, the tables, and breakfast stuff. I'll set it all up, and we eat some chocolate muffins and stuff like that. It was cool when I was in 8th grade. After that year, I was still in Charlotte, and I went to Myers Park. I went there for about 1 or 2 years, and we was living in a housing program after that. Housing program, then a house. Got the YWCA in Charlotte, and I was with my mom at the time, and I mean, it was kind of hard because I don't know, it was just mentally and emotionally it was hard, and it took a toll on me, and there was, you know, a lot of stuff going on. It was hard. But after the house, after the YWCA, we went to the house. After the house, then I started playing basketball. I've been playing basketball all my life, but this is when I really started like getting on a team. Was 8th grade, 9th grade year. I didn't tell you the 8th grade year, but I played a little basketball 8th grade year too. But 9th grade year is when I started playing. I played all my life, but like organized basketball, I started playing 8th grade, 9th grade year. I played in an AU team my 9th grade year. Not my 9th grade year, 9th grade year, 10th grade year. I played in an AU team called the Pro Skills Basketball Team, and it helped me learn about, like, I know what basketball was. I knew what the pick and roll stuff was, but the mentally IQ aspect of it I didn't have. So I learned all that stuff, and it started in Charlotte, North Carolina. Once we had moved from Charlotte, North Carolina, we had moved to Texas. Now Texas was basically the Lone Star State, the biggest state in the United States. We moved there, and we jumped into 2006 Ford Expedition. And keep in mind, y'all, it's overheating. And we going. So my mom, we keep putting you keep putting water in you know, cooling and stuff, antifreezing it. And we making it down to Houston. We ain't find no place to stay, y'all. We stayed in a hotel. I stayed in a hotel my junior year of high school, and half my senior year. I lived in a hotel at Salvation Army, and I remember Westfield was when I became famous, y'all. That's when I got my fame up. That's when I became verified on Instagram and all that stuff. Y'all can follow that too, my Instagram page. It's in the bio. I just go click it and follow it. But yeah, I was going through a lot, man. Before practice, I would have to I used to cry to my counselor and everything. It was bad, but I was still able to perform good in practice and on the court, even in games. It was just hard on me, man. It was hard. So my mom, sometimes I'll walk 5-7 miles away to the hotel, and my mom would send about a couple of dollars or something, because, you know what I'm saying, I had no bread. Just send some money and stuff. I'll go to McDonald's, got a burger. Now I have to walk another 2 miles. So it was, some days was bad, you know. I had practice 3 times in the day, and then weightlifting too. So then I had to do schoolwork. So it was a lot on me. And yeah, we eventually moved to Salvation Army after that. And yeah, it was a whole lot of stuff. I was living in Houston, y'all. Houston, Spring area though. It was hard. It was really hard. But yeah, my coach, he believed in me. He believed in my talent and everything I did. He said, Malachi, just perform and do everything you can do. Just believe in yourself. And I did. And after that, now I'm here, back in Orlando. I graduated in Tampa, and I played college basketball after that at Dallas Christian College, Dallas. Played 1 year, but something happened there. But God is still blessing me, and He's still there for me, and I believe that He can bless y'all too. He can bless the people that are supporting me. Anybody who's watching this, He will bless you. All you gotta do is have faith in Him. Have faith and believe. That's it. That's all you need, because God is not a play toy. And right now I'm just trying to get back to play basketball, but work. You know what I'm saying? Because you need a job. You need to have money to play basketball nowadays. Because, yeah. But have faith and keep going. Don't let anybody tell you that you can't do this or can't do that. I've been through a lot of stuff, and mentally I'm kind of still healing. But I know God has better plans and greater plans for me. But yeah, y'all like, comment, subscribe, follow my TikTok, follow my IG, and hit that like button again, and then you can subscribe again, and then I can upload videos. But yeah, I'm out.